The time is now just turning to 6:54 on this Monday morning, and here's what you need to know before you go.
A suspect is in custody after a vehicle chase in St. Louis County on Saturday. According to the St. Louis County Sheriff's Office, they were investigating a homicide from Ramsey County after they were informed the suspect may be driving north to Lake County in a stolen vehicle. Around 9 Saturday morning, deputies were able to track down the vehicle in Duluth's Lakeside neighborhood and attempted a traffic stop when the suspect drove off and a pursuit ensued. The pursuit ended with a crash near the intersection of North Shore Drive and Homestead Road. The suspect attempted to flee but was apprehended by law enforcement shortly after. A St. Louis County deputy was treated for minor injuries sustained during a collision between the suspect vehicle and a squad car. The suspect is currently in custody and the investigation is still ongoing.
As 45 workers will lose their jobs at an Iron Range mine next month. United Steelworkers Local 2705 President Chris Johnson says Cleveland Cliffs will eliminate 37 hourly positions and 8 salaried positions at Hibtac. That's the Hibbing Taconite mine in Hibbing. Now the layoffs take effect January 1st. Johnson says management cited a restructuring based on operational needs. We've reached out to Cleveland Cliffs for comment and waiting for their response. Stay with us as we continue to follow that story.
A group of bipartisan Wisconsin lawmakers want to make sure you're not surprised by hospital bills. The bill would force hospitals to clearly post prices online. On Friday, it advanced out of committee. Now, if passed, you would be able to see how much non-emergency procedures like blood work or MRIs would cost you. The Wisconsin Hospital Association is against the bill, saying it would create too many complex regulations. Lawmakers hope the bill can be passed before the session wraps up in March.